Hello students, my name is Srinivas. Welcome to SV Chemistry Academy. Today I am going to teach Markovnikov rule. This topic is very important. This is there in properties of alkenes and preparation methods of alkyl halides also. Let me discuss that. Markovnikov rule. When unsymmetrical alkene treated with hydrogen halide, right, then H plus, which is also considered as electrophile, added to more number of hydrogens containing double bonded carbon, right, X minus, which is also considered as a nucleophile, added to less number of hydrogen containing double bonded carbon. So this is the exactly statement of Markovnikov rule. Let me see once again. When unsymmetrical alkene treated with hydrogen halide, then H plus, which is also considered as electrophile, added to more number of hydrogens containing double bonded carbon, and X minus, which is considered as a nucleophile, added to less number of hydrogens containing double bonded carbon. Let me take one example for this. Unsymmetrical alkene. So here CH3 single bond, CH double bond, CH2. This is the alkene, unsymmetrical alkene. When treated with hydrogen halide, it results two compounds. First compound is CH3 CH X CH3, right? Second compound CH3 CH2 CH2X, right? According to Markovnikov rule, from HX, H plus added to more number of hydrogens containing double bonded carbon, X minus added to less number of hydrogen contains double bonded carbon. It results in major product. This is only major product. This is minor one. Why the first compound is major? Why the second compound is minor? By seeing the reaction mechanism, we will get the clarity about the major product and minor product. Let me discuss the mechanism. If you see reaction mechanism, this HX, like this, one bond is there between hydrogen and halogen. Due to electronegativity differentiation, hydrogen is less electronegativity atom than halogen. Therefore, covalent bonded pair of electron polarized towards to more electronegativity atom side, then X getting negative charge and hydrogen getting positive charge. The reagent which having positive charge is called as electrophile, so that H plus is electrophile. The reagent which having negative charge is called as a nucleophile, so that X minus is nucleophile. Then coming to reactant, CH3 CH double bond CH2. This is unsymmetrical alkene. Remember, Markovnikov rule applicable to that of unsymmetrical alkene only, not symmetrical alkene. This is not applicable to that of what beta? Symmetrical alkene. This can applicable for what beta? Unsymmetrical alkene, right? Then H plus, electrophile added first. So if you see two parts of reaction mechanism, this is first path, assume that path A. This is second path, assume that path B. Let me check first path A. By path A, pi bonded electrons moving towards to right side carbon, then this carbon getting negative charge, opposite one getting positive charge. What happened after that? H plus add over negative charged carbon. It results formation of carbocation CH3 CH plus and CH3. Is it clear? After addition of this H plus to this CH2, that converted as CH3. So this is the intermediate having positive charge over carbon. So that is the carbocation, is called as 2-degree carbocation. Is it clear? Okay. This is about what beta? Path A. Let me check path B. If you see path B, this pi bonded electrons polarized towards to central carbon, then this central carbon getting negative charge, opposite one getting positive charge. Thereafter H plus add over negative charged carbon. It results formation of carbocation again minus. Is it clear? Then, so here this is the carbocation, positive charge here. This is the carbocation having one carbon attached here directly. So this is called as 1-degree carbocation. By path A, we got 2-degree carbocation. By path B, we got 1-degree carbocation. Due to bond polarization effects like inductive effect and hyperconjugation, 2-degree carbocation is more stable than 1-degree carbocation. Thereafter, what happened beta here? Br minus or X minus, right, added to this positive charged carbon. It results CH3 CH X CH3. This is more stable carbocation. So resultant product will be major. Because of what? One fact is there, no beta. Major product came from more stable intermediate. Minor product came from less stable intermediate. So this is major one. Is it clear? Then coming to path B. In path B, we got 1-degree carbocation. After addition of X minus, then it results what? CH3, CH2, CH2 and X. This is 1-degree carbocation, less stable carbocation, right? A less stable carbocation or intermediate will produce what beta? Minor product. So that this is minor one. So whatever it is, according to Markovnikov rule, when unsymmetrical alkene treated with HX, then H plus added to more number of hydrogen containing double bonded carbon and X minus added to less number of hydrogen containing double bonded carbon. It results major product. Is it clear, beta? Let me see the statement of anti-Markovnikov rule. When unsymmetrical alkene treated with HBr in presence of peroxy medium, then H dot added to less number of hydrogens containing double bonded carbon and Br minus added to more number of hydrogens containing double bonded carbon. So this is the exactly statement of anti-Markovnikov rule. Let me see one example. Unsymmetrical alkene CH3 CH double bond CH2, right, reacts with HBr in the presence of peroxy medium ROOR. Okay, then it results two compounds CH3 CH2 CH2Br, right. Second one is CH3 CHBr CH3. According to anti-Markovnikov rule, first product is major one. Okay, second product is minor one. Let me see how this first one is major, second one is minor. By seeing the reaction mechanism, we will get a clarity about the major and minor product. If you see reaction mechanism, in the first step, between H and Br in HBr, one covalent bond is there, that bond having one pair of electron. Here peroxy medium is there. In the presence of peroxy medium, this covalent bond breaking like a homolytic fission. Homolytic fission. So here also same. So by this we will get RO dot and RO dot. H dot, Br dot. One of RO dot react with H dot, it results ROH, right? Second RO dot react with Br dot, it results ROBr. Among these two compounds, ROH is more stable than ROBr. Therefore, this readily dissociates as RO dot and Br dot. Is it clear? So this Br dot is more chemically reactive, that's why that is first added to unsymmetrical alkene. So if you take unsymmetrical alkene CH3 CH double bond CH2. So here Br dot added to this carbon or this carbon. Okay, assume that if Br dot added to this carbon, double bonded carbon, that is a path A and next path is B, like that you can assume. Okay, by this in path A we will get CH3 CH dot CH2Br, right? This is about what? Path A. Then in path B, Br dot added to this middle carbon, then it results CH3 CHBr and CH2 dot. Coming to this first intermediate, having positive charge over carbon which is directly attached with the two carbons, that is the carbon free radical, is named as a 2-degree carbon free radical. This is about what, beta? 2-degree carbon free radical. This is more stable, right? Coming to second intermediate, First dot is there over carbon which is directly attached to single carbon, that is the carbon free radical named as what beta here? 1 degree carbon free radical, which is less stable. This is less stable intermediate, this is more stable intermediate. As I told, more stable intermediate will produce major product, less stable intermediate will produce minor product. That is the fact, right? Therefore, after that, H dot from this RO dot, ROH added to C dot, it results a final product CH3, CH2, CH2, Br. This is major one. Because of what beta here? This final product came from more stable intermediate. Okay. Then coming to path B intermediate. This is 1 degree carbon free radical. H dot added to this C dot. It results the final product and CH3. This is the final product, came from what beta here? Less stable intermediate. So this is minor one. Okay. So this is the reaction mechanism of anti-Markovnikov rule. And remember, intermediate of anti-Markovnikov rule is what beta here? Carbon free radical. 2 degree carbon free radical is more stable than 1 degree carbon free radical. This 2 degree carbon free radical, which is more stable, then produce major product. 1 degree carbon free radical, which is less stable, then produce minor product. Is it clear beta? Then coming into main differences between Markovnikov rule and anti-Markovnikov rule. Let me see. Coming to first Markovnikov rule. First point is what beta here? Unsymmetrical alkene plus HCl, HBr or HI. Then coming to anti-Markovnikov rule, first main point is unsymmetrical alkene same plus HBr only. Is it clear beta? In this Markovnikov rule, HCl participated or HBr or HI, but in anti-Markovnikov rule, unsymmetrical alkene treated with HBr only. Due to what beta here? So due to one of reaction mechanism of HCl or HI is endothermic in nature. So that is not favorable. When unsymmetrical alkene react with HBr, then all reaction mechanism steps are exothermic in nature. So that is favorable condition, right? Then coming to second point under Markovnikov rule is carbocation formed as intermediate, right? But in anti-Markovnikov rule, carbon free radical formed as intermediate. Is it clear? Then coming to third point under Markovnikov rule, no medium required to reaction, but here to conducting the anti-Markovnikov reaction, peroxy medium will be required. Is it clear beta? Then coming to fourth one, under Markovnikov rule, 2-bromopropane is major product. This fourth point will be applicable when the reactant species or substrate is what beta here? Propene, which is unsymmetrical alkene, right? Then under anti-Markovnikov rule, fourth point is 1-bromopropane is major product. Is it clear? Then coming to fifth point under Markovnikov rule. So this Markovnikov rule reaction mechanism is electrophilic addition reaction mechanism. Okay, electrophilic addition reaction mechanism. EAR means what beta? Electrophilic addition reaction mechanism. Right? Then coming to anti-Markovnikov rule. Last point under anti-Markovnikov rule is reaction mechanism deferred here, that is a free radical addition reaction mechanism. Is it clear? So these are the main differences between Markovnikov rule and anti-Markovnikov rule. Is it clear, beta? Thank you.